What's up there, guys? My name's Ashley, and today we're going to be doing a phase 1 SEO audit for Ben at Enhanced Property Services. So basically what we're going to do is check for foundational issues that affect your site and its performance in Google search, Bing, that sort of stuff. To give you a bit of a backstory on myself, so I started in the lawn care, garden maintenance stuff 4 years ago. Had no idea what the hell I was doing, no business or anything like that. Built that business up to turning over $200,000 a year in 4 years. Now that we've got that going, we've scaled it down to one person to basically free up my time so that I can pursue things that I actually enjoy, hence the SEO stuff. But I still operate the lawn mowing stuff, but I spend probably say 20% of my time doing that in regards to doing quotes and that. But anyway, enough about that. So basically, why do you want to rank in Google? Look, I don't know about you, but if I ever need something, service, a product, anything, for a toaster, for example, the first thing I go and do is go and type in toaster into Google. First result pops up, click on that, and away we go. So 75% of all clicks, so say someone types in hedge trimming, 100 people search that a day, 75% will click on the first 3 results. So it's extremely important to be in the top 3. So basically what we're going to do today is fix the foundation. So just like a house, you wouldn't build it on a crappy foundation. So we want to fix or identify issues with the foundation, make the changes to the foundation, and then you can get into the meat of actual like SEO, like in terms of the rankings, that sort of stuff. But anyway, we're going to do it for Enhanced Property Services. So straight up, there's a website that's content on it. That's great. You'd be amazed. With some websites. So I'm just going to fire away at this. Look, if you guys have any questions as we come through, hit us up on chat. What do we got here? Cool. Rocking the vintage Excel. Anyway, so look, we're going to get into this. So yeah, we'll start at the start, I guess. All right, so we want to check the site redirecting to the preferred version. So basically what that means is we want it to be redirecting to the HTTPS version of the website, which it is. The way we can check this is basically get rid of the S, enter. And a redirect means that it attempted to go to the HTTP, the unsecure version of the site, and it redirected and said, don't go here, go to the secured version of the site, which it did. So that's a pass. So what I'll do is I'll fill this out. Any notes that I have, I'll send that all over in regards to the recommendations. Oh, by the way, number one, if you haven't liked this video yet, do so, please. Helps out a lot. But also, like, why should you actually listen to me? So if we go to hedge trimming Hobart, so we've got here ads, so PPC, so we're first there. Then we have the organic search, we're first here. Excuse this is basically an average of all rankings across all keywords, but this is our target keyword that gets the most search traffic. Ranking first for there. And then you have the map pack. So this is your local stuff. We're building our rankings in here. We had to do a bit of a site structure change. So that's affected our rankings. But anyway, we're living with that. We're adjusting. So, all right. Where are we? Roof. I think I already saved it. Nope. Anyway, we've got other rankings as well. Let's see if I can remember. No, it was rubber roof, I think. We're currently ranking a friend's site over in the United States. Corpus Roofing Pros here, ranking #1 for rubber roofs in his town. So that's you know, what you can sort of expect out of this. All he did was implement the suggestions in the template that I'm going to fill out now, and he's already ranking #1 for one of his keywords, and the other ones are starting to being indexed now. Alrighty, so SSL, we've got that. That's good. So again, that's basically the site's secure. Page speed. So any page speed, we want to preferably under 2 seconds, but if it's 3 seconds, that's fine. So basically, when someone goes to your website, you know, you want the load time to be fast. So we use a program called GT Metrics. So we'll just get this GT up, we'll plug this in. So basically this just tests the speed, and we'll also test the server speed. Server speed test. Boom. Actually, we'll just make sure, see what we've got, what we're working here. See if it's a WordPress site. Yep. Cool. So that's still going. Stick the URL in there. All right. So look, we've got a really easy fix in regards to the site speed. So it is slow, but that's cool. That's fine. It's not terrible. It is slow. There's some pretty simple fixes here. So you want to get a program, a WordPress plugin called Lightspeed Cache. So this will basically, so it saves a version of your website, and it is quicker to load than what it would be just to load your normal website from the static files. So when you install this, it will drastically speed up the site. You also want something called Tiny PNG or Smoosher. Again, a WordPress plugin. Basically what this does is it compresses your images to make them a smaller size, because I'm going to assume, where are we? The size isn't too bad. Still have it on there anyway. You might already have it on there, but it doesn't look like it because it's not scaling the images. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, one of those plugins, you'll see a drastic speed increase if you apply the browser side cache. Hosting's a bit shot. I suggest that you take a look at these guys. Where are we? Venture IP. These guys, I think it's like from memory, like $8 a month or something like that. You'll definitely get faster speeds. So that's a no-go. 4 seconds. Install. overall, I think it was like 4.2 seconds load speed. So there's improvements that can happen there. So it's definitely a ranking factor in regards to your page speed. So if you get that down, you should see an instant boost just from that. Google Analytics, we can just check from the GT scan, but we'll check here. Analytics does not look like we have analytics, so just double checking the GT scan. That's not helpful. Analytics. Doesn't look like it. So you definitely want, yeah, it doesn't look like you've got Google Analytics. I might have missed it in here, but it doesn't look like it. So you definitely want Google Analytics. It's how you track basically who's coming to your website. So if you make changes, you know, if you're not measuring what it was before, you have no idea, you know, did your changes work or anything like that. What are your main pages that people are going to? How long are they staying on those pages? That sort of stuff. It's a pretty simple install, but I'm doing a class on it, but it is for Hobart, but it's a Zoom call, so you could possibly join up and learn how to install that. But that's no good. You definitely don't have conversion tracking. So conversion tracking is basically how many people have gone to your website and how many people have submitted a contact form. You definitely want to know that for obvious reasons. Call to action, where are we at? So we've got a couple of call to actions here. Personally myself, I'm actually going through this now in terms of on-page conversion optimization. Having, you know, like this text you can barely see, so yeah, it's not too bad. The other one you can't. So look, it's you at the front, you want what your offer, like what's the benefit of the customer. So you know, it could be get professional gardening services, and then your call to actions. Your call to action is what do you want people to do. So you say something like call your phone number to book a gardening quote, something like that. You're basically telling people what the next step is to take. Very important part of the whole thing. So yeah, you definitely want to include something like that. You do have to contact us and that, but nothing really stands out so much. Like you're drawn to the center of the screen. So having a big fat call to action there saying, you know, professional gardening and property maintenance services. I only just saw that, but it was because it was light. And then a big call to action here saying call this number to book your quote, and they click the button and then it instantly calls, because you know 60% of all searches are pretty much on mobile, so optimize it for that. So that's that. I'll go back and pre-fill these so don't waste too much time here. Robots.tech, so basically you're telling Google and other search engines, are they allowed to crawl your site? What am I doing? Robots.txt. I always stuff this up. Cool. We've got a robots.txt. Awesome. So obviously green is good, red is bad. Sitemap. so there's no sitemap. That's not good. You definitely want your sitemap because it tells Google what pages are even on the site, or any search engine in that case. I'm going to assume that that's not, because there's none there. No, that's not there. So you want to include the URL to your sitemap, so that there, into your robots.txt, which was the file we just saw before. No good. Definitely not in the footer. See if you are ranking. So basically, to see if or what pages Google has indexed on your site, all you do is just type in site : and then your web address. It will show every page that is indexed on your site. So you have 21 pages. So I'm going to say that you do have Search Console hooked up. Where are we? But you'd have to obviously check that on your end. If you can log into Google Console, you have it. Content budget exists, so content is king. If you don't have content, you can't rank. What do I mean by content? So if you had a blank page with, say, like 2 photos, you can't rank that. You need text. So what we got here, so you want things like it's called semantically related keywords. So when we talk about lawn mowing, what's associated with lawn mowing? So a lawnmower, whippersnipping, edging, a blower, grass clippings, a catcher, stripes, grass. You get the point. So adding keywords like that into the text helps Google understand what this information is relevant to. So I don't mean just go in and just put all those keywords into the copy, like into the content on the site. What I mean is that, like, when you write about a topic like that, it'll just naturally come. So you want to be talking about it, it'll naturally come. So obviously, if your page is about gardening, don't be going and talking about painting, you know what I mean? Like, you want to keep it topically relevant to what you're targeting. Alrighty. Content budget. So typically we'll find this in a blog. Doesn't look like there's one there. I did see some stuff we control. How to care for your lawn. There we go. Some content. There we go. There is a blog. Is it just me, or is I can't see the blog? Yes, what was it? How to. Alright, see, that needs to. Yeah, so you can't actually get to the blog. You definitely want to link your blog up in your nav bar. Also, this isn't a part of the foundational stuff. This is just a general thing. When you create URLs for your website, so you got a thing called keyword. Basically a keyword audit. So you find out what are the most valuable keywords to your business, based on search volume, that sort of stuff, relevance. So you can build a site architecture based on a specific subject. So if your site is all about gardening, you'll have things of like, what are the best hedging plants, guides on like agapanthus or geranium, you know what I mean? So so you want the URLs to be no more than 3 to 5 words. After that, it sort of loses its value based on the words you put in your URL, and you want your target keyword in the URL. That's weird. That is doing the double slash. But yeah, need to fix the blog up. There's obviously some sort of content budget. Oh no, it's Lauren Himpson. My bad. There's no content budget. That's cool. but you can rank with what you've got, but it would be advised if you had a content budget, you can just go on a site called Writers Access. You can hire a freelance writer. You know, to be honest, it's relatively inexpensive compared to the jobs that you should be able to get. So obviously target your high value jobs, so like things like hedge trimming, gutter cleaning if you offer that, you know, the high ticket jobs. That way it sort of snowballs, because this stuff will pay for itself as you go, as you move forward. So there's no content budget. Website is easy to edit. Yes, it's WordPress. So anything like WordPress, Wix, don't use Wix, but Wix. What's the other one? Squarespace, stuff like that. Keywords, mapped. We can have a quick look at the keywords. Right. So what I'm doing is I'm just checking to see what the URL is. Tree removal. So just with tree removal there, that's targeting a national keyword. So I think you're up in like around Maitland. So if we go to Ahref, so what we so when you're doing like a strategy, you basically map out the keywords that you're going to target. So what we want to do is go to Keyword Explorer. This is a paid tool, but I'm just doing this as an example. So what do we want? Tree removal. Let's do hedge trimming. Maitland, I think that's how you spell it. Let's have a look, see what comes up. So I'm gonna say Newcastle is gonna be a better keyword. I know it's not close. I actually grew up in Newcastle, Maitland. Sorry, I don't mean it's not a better keyword. I mean it's not, you know, close to you, relatively close to your area, but it's gonna have a high search volume. It's not much there either. All right, let's go back to tree removal. There we go. So when there's not, it's still better to do. So it's called a location modifier. So basically, you add your location to the end of the service that you offer. Now, whether the service you offer is the right keyword is a different story. For example, recently just did a study based on, you know, our original keyword target was pressure washing Hobart. Terrible choice of a keyword, because what I found out was that you know, no one used that search term. Everyone was using pressure cleaning Hobart, and we boosted up in the search and all the rest of it for that. But after we found that out, but just a word of a warning. So yeah, you know, something like tree removal Newcastle or tree removal Maitland, wherever you want to target. So missing location modifier. Internal linking. So you basically want every single service page that you have on this website to link back to the home page. So what I mean by that is basically you so let's go to 20 service pages. I will show you what I mean. So we say, so right here, perfect. So you got tree removal. We can offer tree removal service. So what you can say is enhanced property services can offer tree removal services for any size of trees, something along those lines. And what you do is you make that text, so your business name only. So you do enhanced property services, you select that text, and then you link that text to your homepage, and do that for every single, basically every single page on the website other than the homepage. What this does is it basically passes authority, so the authority of the rankings per page back to the home page, because that is the most important page, which then boosts your overall rankings up. And it also goes the other way as well. So your most important page is your home page. It's called link juice. So basically the authority, the main brand authority, so the authority from that gets not diluted, but sort of filters through all the pages and spreads out the authority amongst all those pages. Same as with, this isn't in there, but I'll do this anyway. Same as with your images. So basically you want to make sure that you're including your alt tags, and also your, just looking here, yeah, cool, you've done that, I can see that. Your keyword in the file, so before you upload it to WordPress, you want to include tree removal, Maitland or Newcastle, whatever you're going to target, and then upload it to WordPress. So right now you've just got tree removal. So yeah, some improvement can be made there. By the way, don't take offense to the stuff I'm pointing out. Like, most people don't do this, which is silly, because it's like, other than the content, really, this is basically all free stuff that can generate leads, like passively. Like, you don't have to be standing there talking to clients to get the leads. Like, they just come to your website, fill out a contact form, and away you go. But anyway. Internal linking. Actually, sorry, I didn't even look. Have a look. Doesn't look like it. So all header and footer links. So just the bottom left hand side there, you can see that URL popping up. So this isn't great. Just want to make sure. Yeah. So we're going straight just to like Facebook and that. So what you want to do is link to your business profile, not just Facebook itself. That's an obvious one there, just for like user experience, but also to say, hey, this website is associated to this business page. You know what I mean? Like, it's like sort of like I forget the word, what it's called, but basically someone else is vetting you from an authoritative side. Social proof, that's what I was looking for. So no. Social links. Same goes for, obviously, your all these bits and pieces. So yeah, definitely need to fix that up. It's not sandboxed, otherwise better do a proper check. Tree removal. Just seeing if I can actually see your site. Doesn't look like it, but that's fine. The pages are on there anyway. It could be sandboxed, but I wouldn't know unless I had Search Console access. About page exists. I think I did see one. About, let's see if there's any content on it. Our teams, you should have team photos. Contact page. Cool. Unsecure content. So what we do is we use a program called Screaming Frog. This basically just crawls all the URLs on your site. And what we're looking for is basically the HTTP version of the site still on, like still being pulled. While that's running, we'll move on. Favicon, nope. I did see that in the GT. Okay. I'm not sure what the go is there, but it's not being, that's not being pulled. What I mean by not being pulled is it's just not working. I should just write that out. Not working. Terms of service. So this is just basically, you know, creating more trust in regards to Google. Trustworthy sites have like a privacy policy, term of service. You can just Google terms of service generator or privacy policy generator. There's free ones on there. You know, there's upgrades to get different content in there, but it's not necessary to pay. Just get the free stuff. Actually, we'll just quickly have a look in here. Can't see it in here. Nope. Cool. So automated chat funnels and that's a little bit advanced for this, considering like haven't got the basic stuff sorted in. But basically what you want to do is basically give away free value to potential site visitors, and then basically get them to opt in to a relationship with you. But again, it's a different kettle of fish, and I can't see any there. So thank you page. Thank you. Nope. Let's submit a contact form. Make sure. By the way, it's not my number. Contact. All right, it's good that you got a message there, but basically what you want to do is you want to create another page, and you want the URL to that page to be thank you. So it should be enhanced property services / thank you. You should de-index that page. So get a free plugin called Yoast SEO. Once you install that, create the thank you page, then go onto that page and scroll all the way down to the bottom. And down the bottom, there'll be a tab and a button that you can click that'll say, I think it's like discouraged search engines from displaying this page. So click yes, discourage that from happening, and de-index that, because there's no value to that page. So all it does is bring the site down overall, because there's no valuable content on that page. And then what you want to do is, with this contact form, you then want to, so when someone press the contact now button, so they fill in the details, press the contact now button, it will redirect them to the thank you page, and there'll be a thank you message. The reason why you want to do that is it's nice to have a nice message there. You do have one. It's nice to have its own page, but more importantly, you will use that thank you page to track your conversions. So how many people went to the site and how many people submitted a contact form. So from what, and let's check the Screaming Frog to make sure. Sometimes the URLs are different, so I can miss it. Nope. Good there. We got, there we go. So we just want to see if any non-valuable content is being indexed. So how we do this is just, again, site colon the website, and just type in like PDF. So none, that's good. Cool. Authors. Cool. So in Yoast, you can get rid of these. So make it so Google won't index these, the category tags and that. I didn't see any before. There's one there, category how to. Let's see if that is in there. Nope, cool. Count pages. I didn't see a login. Thin content, no value pages. So let's have a look, see what this is. So basically, again, there's no content, it's not on the page, it's you want to de-index it. Here we go, there's the blog. Alrighty. Let's have a look. I'm not sure why that's there. It's weird. It doesn't look like this is not being indexed. That's bad. So again, when Google goes to this page, it scrolls down and says, all right, so we've got time to stay with family, time to stay with family, and then it comes down and sees Lauren Ipsum. That's a negative like a -1 content, because it's duplicate content. So you definitely don't want that. Well, it's not duplicate content, but it's not content at all. It's just gibberish. So you definitely want to de-index that until you get the you want to de-index that until you get the content created for that. What I'm going to assume is that you went to begin to create these blogs and that, so you laid it out and, you know, was then going to write the content yourself or get someone to, but then it fell through and it sort of, you know, stayed stagnant here. I think it was 2018 since then. That's cool. But what I would suggest is to save the post as a draft before you publish the post. That way Google won't index it accidentally, and you don't want to affect your rankings or the time that it's going to take for you to rank, because you're changing, you know, you're going from Lauren Ipsum to their main content like 2 years later, because Google's been to this, you know, this site and has seen this Lauren Ipsum for 2 years. It's sort of like, you know, it's not going to rank straight away basically, in that case, because it's been so long. Meta keywords. Just go to the home page for that. Source. So meta keywords was an old form of telling search engines what your website was about. That is no longer the case. So we remove all meta keywords out. What you want to focus on is your meta description and your title tag. So it doesn't look like there's any metas. Uncategorized URL structure. So things like, actually I saw one before, the // where is it? But other than that, that's fine. What you've got here is like services, gutter cleaning, service, drain and service, rubbish removal. Would be good to see a local modifier in there, because it will tie relevance to that area. So if you didn't know this, Google knows where you're searching from. So what it tries to do is it tries to give you a local business. So a local business, like an authoritative business. It tries to give you an authoritative business that is, it tries to give you an independent business. So so, you know, when you search up box trailers for sale, what comes up? Like crap load of like Gumtree listings. Google hates that. It wants to see a business there that sells trailers for whatever region, and then location ties in it as well. So if I type in, you know, roof repair, just roof repair, it'll show me relevant results in Hobart based on roof repair. It's not going to show me roof repair companies in Sydney, you know what I mean? So it ties relevance. It's not bad, the your URL structure, but it could be better. And categorize posts. So you want to categorize the posts. So rather than setting the category, so when you go into the post page on the right hand side, there'll be a category there. If there's not a category, make one. So here you've got how-to tips, tricks, uncheck uncategorized, and also de-index those tags as well, which you can use with the Yoast plugin. 404s, I won't be able to see that because I don't have Google Analytics. Let's see if there's 404s, but I won't be able to see if there's any traffic to them. No, we're good. Won't be able to see that because I know Search Console. Won't be able to see any of that, so I'm just going to give them a tick for now. Actually, no, I'll give them a Z, so you can check back over it. So basically, you just want to go into Google Search Console if you do have it, and you check if multiple keywords are competing for the same page. So for example, if your home page is targeting the keyword hedge trimming, and you also have a hedge trimming page that's trying to target hedge trimming, what will happen is that those two pages will fight each other, and it will dilute it'll dilute the chance of ranking in the #1 spot, because it's trying to fight against two pages from the same site for that one spot. So what you do is you do a what is it, a chronicle tag. I suck at saying that. Anyway, you basically tell Google, hey, whatever page you want to rank, you say, hey, you know, don't rank the page that I don't want ranked. Rank this page instead. So you basically link from that page to the other one with a special tag. I think you can do that in the Yoast plugin. I'm pretty certain you can. But you need Google Search Console to go in and take a look at that anyway. Google Analytics, I can't see it. It might just not be on. Yeah, I can't see it. You definitely want your goals set up, but again, I can't even see that it's there. OG. So basically, OG is called Open Graph Data. It's basically a way for search engine, sorry, not search engines, social media platforms to understand what your site is, and it reads that information and puts that information into like the share box or whatever. When it gets shared, your website will come up, but I'll show you now what that looks like. So you use something called Face Debugger. You put the URL in there, and this will show you exactly what your website is looking like when someone shares it. So that's what comes up. There's not an image being specified and all the rest of it. So what you want to use is WPSSO plugin, and then that'll basically automatically pull the data from that page, and then automatically apply the OG data to the code of the website. Alrighty, schema markup. So basically what this is, sort of the same thing as with the social media platforms. The search engines had their own sort of way that they would like information about the site structured to make it easier for them to understand what the site is about. So what we do is we do the structure data testing tool. Just realized how tired I am. Take your website, plug that in, No schema markup detected. So just in your plugin, so just go to plugins to install and just type in schema markup and just select one of them. Any is good at the moment, and fill that the data in that plugin, and then that'll apply the markup to the site. I'm not going to go into it because like there's different markup for different pages and that, but if you start to put the stuff on there, you can figure it out from there. I'll just reach out and I can give you a hand. There's none. So all this stuff has got to do with schema markup. So none of this applies to you, but these ones do. These ones. Yoast, I'm going to say that you don't have that from what I can see. Don't have that from what I can see. Don't have that. I'm just going to assume that you don't have any of these. Definitely don't have that. GMB. So Google My Business. Just going to take this name. GMB. So one review. So reviews are 100% a ranking factor for local search to like rank in the maps. Yeah. Sorry, I just noticed that there wasn't much of your content on the main page for your business name. That's cool. So so yeah, reviews. You want reviews. Let's see. Are there any photos? Nope. So that's cool. But you definitely want to add photos. So it's 3 of each. So you want 3 of the physical location, 3 of the service location. So like doing a gardening or whatever. Also you want I messed my whole screen job up here. Super tired. So yeah, you want sorry, let's try this again. Physical address, yes, awesome. That's a little bit of an extra boost. Service location. There's none. That's fine. Not that there's none. So you can either have a service area or a physical address. Correct hours. So we go into NAWP consistency. So you need your name, address, phone number, and website consistent across all platforms. So you can't have like one number, like this number on Google, and then a different number on your website. It needs to be all the same across every platform. Yellow Pages, Gumtree, whatever. Correct hours, same thing. They need to be all consistent. I won't bother to go and check all that. Multiple categories. So you want like you won't be able to check this through here. You need to go to GMB, but you want in the Google My Business, you can select additional categories. Do not change your physical address or your primary service category. Otherwise, you will be removed from Google My Business and you'll need to re-verify your business. So they have to send another postcard out. So don't touch them, but you can add sub categories to your services. So things like gutter cleaning, cleaning company for the pressure washing or whatever. So yeah, I'm sure that you get the gist of that. I can't see that on the outside. Responding to reviews. I think that's you. So you want to be responding to reviews. It's a ranking factor. Don't review your own stuff. You can get penalized for that and get your whole listing removed. After every service, just say, hey, you know, it really helps out. It'd be awesome if you could give us a review, and then you give them a link to leave your review. So you literally just right click, write a review, copy link address. There's another way you can do it, but I won't go into it now. But basically you get the link, you send them links, say, hey, leave a review here. Keywords, stuffing, title tag, it's property servers, maintenance. No, that's fine. So I don't think you're doing any of the meta descriptions. Doesn't look like it. Let's do another site colon. So it's indexing the it's indexing the category pages, so it's seeing this stuff, which is not good. No, that's fine. You're not stuffing, so you don't want to do like rubbish removal. So that's bad. Don't do that. But yours is good. In regards to the keyword stuffing. Using post, yes or no, because like you're not, it's being implemented wrong. Answering questions. Oh, sorry, we're in local. Man, I'm tired. Nope. Answering questions, there are none. Using promotions, nope. Continuously posting, nope. So again, service 3 photos, so upload photos, and you can specify the category for that photo. So you want 3 photos of a service that you provide. I'm sure that you'll have before and after photos. Just use them. Probably would be a good idea to use photos of, say, from a real estate or something like that, so you don't get any trouble with you know, putting photos out that people don't want you to. You can get in trouble from doing that. But yeah, that 3 photos of inside your location, so just around your workshop. It literally can be, hey, this is the office chair, and just take a photo of the chair, like literally, or hey, this is the office toilet, and just take a photo of the toilet. Obviously make it look nice, but yeah, you get the point. Team photos, just you guys out working, like it doesn't need to be face on. It could be, you know, you're trimming a hedge and photos taken, chuck them on there. Citation, I'm gonna highly doubt that you don't have citations, just because of what I'm seeing here. So citations, you basically pay for a service and they go out and they basically put your name, address, phone number and website consistently across, say, 50 websites, so that Google can pick that up. It's, again, sort of like the social proof principle. You know, 50 people are saying, hey, these are the correct details for this company, they must be correct. And hence why you don't want them inconsistent, because it's sort of like, well, which one is it, you know? So yeah, I'm going to say you don't have that, and well, it can't be inconsistent if you don't have any. Page speed, I'm going to tell you that that's shot. You need to get that fixed up. You're not doing any of this. So again, this is just those plugins that I specified before. Mobile friendly. Let's have a look. So basically we want to see if it's responsive. So is the website changing when we change the screen size? Yep, cool. There's also a Google tool that you can check the link and make sure it is. It's fine. Site search. Can't see one. So you want so this is more of a to find out what people are searching for on your website. So what you do is you just put, you know, a search bar somewhere that looks nice, and that, you know, it's not hidden down the bottom. You know, have it up here, and basically what can happen is you can track what people are typing into that search bar. So, you know, if 100 people are typing in pressure washing services, like, you know, people are looking for pressure washing services. So it might be a good idea to add a page on that and offer that service. So I can't see one there. Breadcrumbs, they're not there because you don't have the schema markup. Social media on site, no. Well, it's there, but it's not linking to your social profiles. CTA above the fold. I need to check the services pages, what the call to action was for that. Let's get a look at. So no. Cool. So what do I mean by a call to action? So basically so say someone has just typed in lawn care Maitland, and your page popped up. Like, click it, and so the intent for that search is that person is searching for someone to do lawn care. You know, it's a transactional search, especially if it's got like services in it. So like lawn care services, it's a transaction. Someone's looking for that service. So people are busy. They just want to get in and out. They want to solve the problem quick and easy, and with the least amount of pain and mental energy. You know, I'm sure most people can relate if they have kids. You know, you're juggling kids and all the rest of it. You're trying to just find someone to take care of the damn lawn. The last thing you want to be doing is making it difficult for them. So basically what you want to do is, just like on the homepage at the top, just say, you know, have a pristine lawn without lifting a finger. Call your number to get lawn mowing. Literally that simple. And just make sure that the button goes to call your phone. You can do that with I think it's TEL, TEL, semicolon, then your phone number, and that'll automatically bring your number up in a person's mobile when they click the phone, when they click the button. And then yeah, so again, call to action is what do you want the person to do, and like why should they do it, but very brief. Probably not the best example, but I'm sure that you get the idea. Proper navigation. So the nav could be a little bit better because you don't have the blog in there, but for obvious reasons. And this is not applicable because your site is not a news site. So look, overall, definitely need some work, but it's not, you know, it's not disastrous. Well, it sort of is because I haven't got most of it, but it's not, you know, you could not have a website. That would be the worst possible case scenario. So definitely the main action steps is obviously work from the bottom of this list down. I'll write out, you know, a bit of a brief overview of what you actually need. That'll give you a step in the right direction. You just type into YouTube, you say, you know, how to put an XML sitemap on my WordPress website, and there'll be a million tutorials on how to do that. Follow that tutorial, and then tick it off. And then what will happen is when you tick everything off, you then go back and you check all this stuff again to make sure it's all being implemented correctly, because sometimes things get missed. Make sure it's been implemented all correctly, and then yeah, work through it. So basically, you definitely would need to fix the website speed. Definitely, keyword mapping would be beneficial, because you're not having any location modifiers on the URLs. So yeah, site speed, URL structure, and there's heaps of other stuff, but focus on this stuff in this template first. Call to actions, definitely a big one. Search console, Google Search Console, and analytics, definitely need to get that stuff set up. Pretty simple, as I said, just go onto YouTube, type in how to set up Google Analytics. A billion tutorials on that. Should not have any trouble with that. And just type in what type of website you have. And then yeah, the call to actions. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. But look, if you get stuck with any of this, hit us up on Facebook or something. Happy to give a hand. But I hope you found this valuable, and I will send this in the Facebook group. I think I can. If not, I'll PM you and get it over to you, and then that way you can start to check this stuff off when you get a chance. But look, doing SEO is not, if you're starving for work tomorrow, SEO is not the right form, or it's not the right tool to fix that problem. SEO is a long-term game plan, because it does take a few months to get started when you start to implement this stuff. But once it gets started, you're ranking for transactional keywords. So if you're number one on hedge trimming, as I said, 75% of people click on the first 3 results. So, it's no brainer. But it does take time, but it's rewarding once you put the effort in and get it. The other day, I think it was Friday, we had 6 leads come in, and I didn't have to go and market for that. It just passively came in. So yeah, that's foundational audit. I'm sorry it was a bit rough and dry. I am extremely tired and should have did this first thing in the morning. But look, if this if you guys wanted to see a little bit more of a better presentation, what I was thinking is I could do maybe a phase 1 SEO audit once a week on a Saturday in the morning, in that group, and yeah, just do once a week. But if you guys want to see that, basically offer a free SEO audit to someone's website in that group. I think there's 1,000 people or something like that in there. Leave a like in this video. If we get up to 50 likes, I'll do one a week, but if not, probably just do one every 3 months or something like that, and yeah, go from there. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night, and yeah, talk to you soon.